Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates. I am covering the Moscow, Idaho Bryan Kohberger case. Did authorities almost get into a car accident with Bryan Kohberger? Yeah, I asked that question because Dateline is tweeting out that they were told law enforcement almost hit Bryan Kohberger with their vehicle while Bryan Kohberger was walking out in front of his parents' home at 4 a.m. I want to show you this tweet. It's very wild if this is a true allegation. Check it out.
Dateline producer tweeted this out. We're told that law enforcement agents surveilling Bryan Kohberger in PA almost ran their car into him one night. He was walking by the side of the road wearing gloves, carrying his trash to a neighbor's garbage can. It was 4 a.m. Hashtag Dateline. What? What is going on here, people? Let me know what you think.
Think about that. Imagine Bryan Kohberger under surveillance by authorities, and he's out in front of his house with gloves on, latex gloves, and he's going to the trash of his neighbor's trash to get rid of trash, and whoever is having him under surveillance almost runs into him. I mean, you're almost like blowing the whole operation, right? What if these agents or law enforcement, whoever, whether it was Pennsylvania State Police, FBI, Monroe County Sheriff's Police, local police, or Moscow Police, whoever had him under surveillance, imagine if they did hit him with his vehicle. I mean, that would have blown their cover wide open. Bryan would be like, what? They're watching me. And then maybe Bryan Kohberger could have escaped or got rid of evidence or knew that the authorities were coming, because I don't think at the time when Bryan Kohberger got arrested inside his home, December 30th, that he knew they were coming. But you're almost blowing the cover. But who was driving? And is this true or is this not true? Dateline is saying it. Dateline came out with a special that on Friday night, and they were saying a lot of things in this special. In particular, that Bryan Kohberger broke into a colleague's apartment and installed security cameras. Bryan Kohberger got the K-bar knife on Amazon. Now they're saying that Bryan Kohberger was more or less almost in a car accident with authorities. If someone did hit him in the car, you would expect them to be fired, right? You basically blowing a operation. No law enforcement wants to get their cover blown. That would have been career ending for whatever officer, if they actually would have hit him. But say, Bryan Kohberger, the question I have is Bryan Kohberger being out there at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. putting trash in neighbors' trash. I mean, if he's under surveillance and they got video surveillance of that or affidavits from officers attesting to that, and that information was presented to the jury, that's more evidence against Bryan Kohberger, because if the jury hears that Bryan Kohberger was out putting trash in his neighbor's trash at 4 a.m. with latex gloves on, I mean, a reasonable jury would be like, what is going on here? Why are you doing this, dude? On top of all the other evidence, I just think it's a more suspicion of guilt on Bryan Kohberger's part. Bryan Kohberger has an arraignment for the indictment coming up. I'll be covering that. Subscribe to my channel, like, and hit the notification button. What's your take on what I just shared about Dateline? Do you think this is true, or do you think it's not true? I'm ready to get in my car. I'm ready to run some errands, drive around. This Bryan Kohberger case is driving me literally insane, trying to figure out if he's involved and how he did it. And if he's not involved, I still wonder if he's not involved, but I'm leaning towards he is involved based off the affidavit of probable cause and other factors that come into play. So is this case driving you crazy? Let me know. We'll talk soon. Everyone stay tuned.